Hi everyone. I'd like to review our software release for this week. Some big improvements to land agreements. In the past, the land agreements were a little bit rigid. You had to do it a certain way to execute them. There's a whole lot more flexibility now for land agreements, and to kind of kick off the highlights of it, you do have the ability to see these land agreements by year. Before, if you add a land agreement and made a change to it, it could impact some of the prior years. So now you can select that year for it. And the cool thing is if you, let's say, go to my 2026 land agreements, I only have one here set so far. If you have not set your crop years for 2026, this is a cool thing. We can go to this A2 field here. We'll choose Edit. And I know I'm going to be planting corn in that field and hit the Save button. When I hit the Save button, you see it's actually creating the land agreement for 2026 based off of my 2025 land agreement. So going back to my land agreements and then switching to the 2026, right there's that A2 land agreement. And if there was a change here, we can just simply click on it, hit the Edit button, and you can make that change at that time. The other nice thing here is if you add new agreements, and we'll just pick out a field here, the Tipton field, hit apply. This is for 2026. We have this fill button. So the fill button, if we have another land agreement that's somewhat similar to this one, we can pick it out here from the drop-down list. We'll just pick on that A2 field, hit save. And it copies everything in here for me automatically. Now, you can still make changes. Just click on it, and maybe this is 33% and not 50% for 2026. You can save that. That's just a quick way to add land agreements. We also added this button here called Copy All to Next Year. So if you just want to take all your land agreements, for, let's say for 2025, copy them over to 2026, you can easily do that now with Traction. And there's some other things with land agreements that we did, such as if you made a change to the land agreement and you want it to impact prior field records, you can do that now. It does that automatically. So you don't have to necessarily do things in a specific order now that's tied to these land agreements. So big change there. The other change that we did impacts the inputs area. So if you look at inputs here, for example, I have Roundup, 5.2 gallons left in inventory. If I click on it, this has all my details about what I've done to that particular input. I have 5.2 gallons. I just want to get rid of. I don't want it to allocate those back to prior field records. So when you hit the adjust button, a nice change that we did here is that when you choose 0 here for, if I want to adjust it down to 0, you have a slider button here that you can turn off. So if you don't want it to impact your field records, you can just turn that off, make the adjustment for, and it's going to default to the last day of the year. That's great. That's exactly what I want. Maybe these are 5 gallons that I use for spraying ditches or around the farm. I don't want that going back to my field records at all. Just hit the apply button. What will happen here, it will create a new row here for adjustment. If you made a mistake here, you need to delete that. You can still do that, and now get you right back where you were before. So really nice feature there in terms of adjusting inputs. Another change that we did here for reports for accounting, if you go back to loan detail report, we made this announcement last month, but we added a new toggle option here called totals only. If you turn that on and hit update, that will kind of summarize some things here and just show you the totals for the loans. You can turn that back on and off. It's a nice thing if you don't want to have all those items listed here when you look at that report. So yeah, that was a bit of a recap of our feature release for this month. As I said before, lots and lots of updates in this one. We hope you enjoy them. Love to hear your feedback. So if you have requests for other things that you'd like to see in Traction, let our team know. We'll add it to our list. So until next time, take care, and we will talk to you soon.